You are now listening to Talk Your Jits podcast.
Welcome back to the Talk Your Jits podcast. This podcast is, as name implies, all about jiu-jitsu. I'm your host, Lamar Smith, and today's guest is a blue belt who trains at Thunder Kick MMA and Jiu-Jitsu located in Sapulpa, Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, Keland Bearpaw.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
Not a whole lot. Just enjoying the rain and the mist and the fog.
Yeah, man. Weather been crazy as the last couple days. We've been having like single digits, and now it's back up to 40 degrees. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the government, they've been on one.
All right, man. Well, let's get the ball rolling, dude. Let's if you want to formally introduce yourself again, by all means, and let's hear about your jiu-jitsu journey.
Okay. My name is Keland Bearpaw. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Sapulpa, Oklahoma. It's near Tulsa, Oklahoma. I train at Thunder Kick MMA and Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a blue belt. I've been a blue belt for about a year, 2 years. I've been training jiu-jitsu for about 3 years now. I wrestled in high school. Outside of jiu-jitsu, I'm a language teacher, an immersion language teacher at it's called Stahat Goetwedene in Glenpool, Oklahoma. It's an immersion school for 0 to 10 years old kids. Outside of that, I do some comedy work. That's about my life. Yeah.
All right. So how did you get started, man? How did you find jiu-jitsu?
Man, when I was wrestling, actually, me and my bro, we was training partners, and we'd be going over wrestling stuff, and he'd be like, "What I really want to do is jiu-jitsu," and I'd be like, "What the hell is jiu-jitsu?" And just started talking about Anderson Silva and these other jiu-jitsu guys, and he was telling me it's like the art of submissions. And since then, man, that's what planted the seed in my head, and I always wanted to do it. It's just no gyms were really close enough for me. At the time, like my pay wasn't where I needed it to be, so I felt like I couldn't really participate. But then me and my wife moved back to Sapulpa, and I guess God heard me talking about it or something, because there ended up being a gym like 2 or 3 miles down the road from my house, and it happened to be my cousin Thunder Kick. That he's my cousin, and he happened to just be opening up a gym right there, and I was like, well, I guess that's my sign. And I actually got my wife into it too, so she is actually a practitioner of jiu-jitsu as well, but she's put hers on hold because she just got done with school. She was doing school, and now she's starting her career in cosmetology. So
Okay.
that's where jiu-jitsu has kind of came through in our lives. And then since then, I've just been going there for the past 3 years.
Gotcha. So you were instantly hooked once you started.
Yeah, pretty much, because from wrestling, everything just transitioned really well. And well, in wrestling, you can't be on your back, and I feel
Yeah.
like I'm kind of adaptable, I guess, in a sense. Um, I don't know. That might be from my folks and grandparents and them. They were probably really adaptable, so I think that just helped me out. And once they said I could be on my back, I was like, bet. I don't mind that. I don't got to stress about being pinned or none of that. My mind can just flow and go. Like if I get put on my back, like I like to hit subs from being on the bottom sometimes, and then I
Mhm.
like to work my way around, or just see how the game goes and how it unlocks whenever you're flowing. But yeah, it just really transitioned really good for me. The wrestling and everything. I feel like that helped me out a lot. And I like UFC, and I've always liked the sub parts as well.
Gotcha. So, how was it? How difficult was it that from getting out of that wrestler's mentality of being on your back? Because a lot of the guys that I roll with as wrestlers that come over to jujitsu, it's like as soon as they feel like they're back on the mats, they want to turn. But in jujitsu, you turn your back. That's
Yeah, that's a
that's a
no
no
no,
no.
man. For me, I I was cool with it. I was like, oh, cool. I don't got to stress. All right, because that's what it. Well, and I guess a lot of that is muscle memory for the people. Like some of those guys have probably been wrestling since they were like maybe not either not that long or a really long time. And
Hmm.
I didn't start wrestling until I was like sixth grade. So I think that's why it was kind of, and I didn't get good until I was like a freshman or sophomore. So I think that's what helped me. And because I didn't in wrestling, I didn't like being on my back either. But and I didn't like to get pinned. And uh, but when I went to jujitsu, it just like I don't know, it just came natural. It was like, all right, it's a different rule set. Let's go within the rule set within the frame. Like if you're allowed to be on your back, I don't even know why you would stress to be on your back, because for me, once we let go of that, we're actually pretty good off of our back. Wrestlers are kind of pretty good off their back because they can move a lot. We can kind of flip our hips a little bit easier than most people. My bad, I didn't mean to shake the phone like that, but
No, you good.
we can we can kind of flip our hips a little bit easier more than people, and it creates for good scrambles. But for me personally, it wasn't too hard for me. Just maybe like the first day, my coach was kind of like, "You don't got to be like, oh, raw," and I was like, "All right, bet I got that." I feel like I've always been a little bit teachable, and I'm not an overly aggressive person, so it wasn't too bad for me. My personal experience.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, because I see, like I said, I see that a lot. Because where I teach at, it's a new place I teach at, and a few of the guys that there are wrestlers, and it's like as soon as they feel their back hit the mats, they want to, do a hard bridge and turn and come on all fours. I'm like, you're helping me out, but all right, dude. So it's a, it seems like for some people it's a bad habit to break, but that just comes with time because it's just like you
Yeah,
say, it's all muscle memory now at this point.
yeah, yeah. And the bridge, it can, if you use it right, it can be effective. You just have to
Oh
use
yeah.
it right. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But well, yeah, I like going against wrestlers now myself, because once I hear they wrestled, I'm like, bet I already know what you're gonna do. And once they get to their back, yeah, they use all their breath and yeah, just take their back, and they're like, what the hell? But it's
Right.
cool. But it's cool to kind of like teach them those lessons, because I kind of like when wrestlers come in, because I'm like, hell yeah, someone already kind of like knows, and if they get it, I know they're going to be good. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like I know they'll be really good, and if people are good, then once people get better, then that can only make me better. So that's why I kind of I appreciate when they come in, because they kind of pick it up a little bit faster than most people. Not saying anything against new learners, but I the new learners, they're like when you first get them to roll, they're kind of like a little bit hesitant. But when you get a wrestler to roll, they're like, "This is what I've been waiting for. I'm about to show you
Right. They're
that
just
rest."
all go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They're all go like. I was listening to some arguments about it. They're like meatheads. I'm like, oh man, that's messed up. Because I come from the I come from the wrestler background, but it's true. It's kind of it's a little true. They just kind
Yeah.
of bullhead rush in, and but that's cool to like be able to teach them like, hey man, you can know when to use your aggression.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I don't mind wrestlers. As much as like, freshly, person who'd never done jujitsu before. But I see a lot of wrestlers that come into jiu-jitsu and they excel for that first couple years, and it's like once they get that blue belt, it's just they strictly like just plateau because I don't know, maybe it's because they um like the school got like the I guess your people you're rolling with just getting used to it or what, but just sometimes it just seems like once they hit blue belt, they just forget everything.
Yeah, whenever I became a blue belt, my I guess I got the blue belt blues, and kind of
Uh
I started missing a little bit there myself. So I did a little bit plateau myself, but I'm getting back into it now. I finally got back to like once a week. I'm about to start trying to hit some 5 a.m. classes that I'm trying to get to. And the guy that runs those classes, once I showed up, he's like, "All right, next time you come, I'm gonna have you run the class." So it kind of put the pressure
nice.
on me there. So yeah, gonna make me a little hold myself accountable and get there so I can teach some of them guys because I feel like that helps your jujitsu is by teaching. And it's a lot of white belts in that 5 a.m. class, but I mean that's nothing bad. I wish I was still a white belt just so I don't have to have the pressure, you know. but but yeah, I did plateau myself too a little bit, and but I guess that's that. I guess it happens to a lot of blue belts. Not an
Yeah.
excuse, not an excuse, but I did catch the blues a little bit. I guess I did just get kind of used to everybody. Probably should do more cross training if that's the case. Now that I think about it, should probably just cross train a little bit more, get new partners. Because that's like you said, that's probably all it is. You just get used to kind of everybody in there, and it's like, man, I don't know. It's I was going to say something, but I don't know.
No, that's
I
nah.
I
I
don't
mean,
want to say
it
like you
happens.
beat everybody, but it kind of it's just that's where cross training I feel like will greatly benefit you. And going against purple, I need to go against more purple and brown belts. That would because right now at my gym it's he started like really fresh, and so it was like a bunch of people who like never started. So like whenever we started 3 years ago, he started in January too. When it
Mhm.
started 3 years ago, it was like nothing but white belts and like two blue belts, one brown belt, um, one purple belt, and one black belt. And
So y'all just new.
yeah, we were really new, and but now it's grown. There's like 5 or 6 blue belts now. There's a we're down to two. We got 2 brown belts, 2 black belts now. No purples yet. Um, so we're missing a purple, and I just know that's like a lot of knowledge there. The purple belts and the brown belts because purple belts they like that was the first time I got hit with like a sneaky submission was from a purple belt, and I thought I
Mhm.
was doing good until I don't know what he did. Just shot something up and caught an arm bar, and it was too late. I was like, oh man, that was sweet.
Little technical, little technical difficulties, but we back at it. But yeah, dude. I honestly going back to what you were saying about like the morning classes, dude. I miss morning classes because we used to have 6:30 classes, and for a while it was just me and my instructor, and maybe like one person maybe show up. So we just kind of like, yeah, use of us coming here in the morning if this is gonna be us two, and we just had class the night before. But yeah, I'm trying to find schools around me that has a morning class because man, and that's the best way to start the day is just doing jujitsu.
Yeah, that's what when I went yesterday. Um, that's what I was thinking. My whole day, like the morning, some stuff happened, but since I did jujitsu, whenever things happen, I feel like you're able to stay more calm because you've already got most of that out of your way. Whatever the training hard and practicing killing someone. So I mean, you get that out of the way. You get that out of the way for the day, and it does. It gives you like a fresh breath for like the day, because like you just wake up, you're like, damn, it's kind of cold, you chilly, but you go and then you just do it. You don't want to do it because it's 5 a.m. or 6:30, whatever the time, the morning. You don't want to do it, and but once you do it, it's man, it just feels really good, and it's teaching your body to kind of the muscle memories, because like it's like once you first get up, you're doing jujitsu. That's
Mm-hmm.
really good for your muscle memory and things like that. And also your body's stretched and loose for the day. So if you move too fast somewhere, you'll probably be okay because you've already done some jujitsu that morning and you've already
Yeah.
been, stretched out and things like that. Because that's whenever I started getting a lot of injuries more like achy and things like that. My jujitsu had stopped, and I knew that's what it was from. I was like, man, I'm not being active. I'm getting fat. Shit sitting on my joints.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it was time to get back after that, man. That's why I started getting back to it.
Yeah, dude. Because I think when that around that time, I was training probably like 4 to 5 days a week. Because we have like Tuesday, Thursday class, Wednesday, Friday morning class, and then we'll have like Saturday, and then yeah, Saturday, and then open mats on Sunday. So it was like almost every day.
Damn, hell yeah.
And I was like, man, that's oh man, I miss that so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it does suck when like life, kind of starts rolling, but I feel like as long as you can get there once a week for at least your first 4 weeks or so, then it starts picking up. I feel like that's pretty good, because at least you're in a sense staying consistent. They can count on you at least one day for the week, and um,
Yeah, yeah,
but after that, then it's kind of time to start. All right, getting back into the role, and life will happen, and that's where we can just start working out, and because that's what I want to do. Like, because the morning classes, it's only Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So that's 3 days of the week. And now I've been really picking up on like MMA, because like I want to be able to protect my family, and I
hmm
just I love the art of striking, so I like to learn it in a sense myself, and
hmm
just want to better myself, and get the stress relief off as well. Um, so I do that on Tuesdays. I like doing MMA on Tuesdays, because man, the gi, I don't know, man. I like the gi just because I I like the gi because I get to just hold on to their shirts and things like that. And it's
it sounds
it's
like you try to
fun.
convince yourself.
I am. That's the only reason why I do gi.
So you're trying to convince yourself. We love no gi, man. I'm with you. I'm with
Yeah,
you. I can see
yeah,
it in your
yeah,
face. Like you would like love no
yeah.
gi so much, and I love the gi as well. But it's like, man, something about no gi is just so much fun. So
Something
much
about
fun.
it's more real. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
It's true. Definitely true.
Uh, and like whenever I know I got someone in a good position and they're just like holding on to my shirt for dear life, and I'm like, man, this wouldn't even happen if we didn't have this on. But
So, yeah, if we had this coat on, man, it'd be a whole different ball game.
yeah, for real. But I
Oh
do
yeah.
like the lapel chokes and things like that. I do like using the gi to trap people's arms. That part of it's fun, but
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
other than that, it's like when people are like defending their lives for all they can, and they're just like holding on to my stuff. It's like, man, you've already lost it. You've already lost
Yeah.
it.
Because we had a new guy. He started I think last month. I think he wrestled in high school. very scrappy, very, very, very good though. He adapts very well, even from his first class. He was like, okay, this guy, he once he gets a couple things under his belt, he'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
But last week was his first gi class. And he was like, would anybody want to roll? And my training partner, who was also a black belt, he was like, I'll roll with you. I tried to save him from that because we so used to know gi, and my training partner, he loves gi. Like he just lives and die by gi. So I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
dude, I tried to tell him like, hey, look,
It's a different
be
ball game.
careful. It's a different ball game,
Yeah.
especially rolling with him and gi, and with gi. And he was like, yeah, man, I just want the experience, man, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, you're a funeral. And as soon as they started going, I'm watching my training partner, and I looked at him. I was like, yep, it's about to be over. And as soon as I saw him shift to north-south, I was like, yep, he's going for that ninja choke. And went for the ninja choke. And he was like, the dude just laid there like, what the fuck? I was like, I told you, bro, it's a different beast, man. It's a different beast when you put that gi on, dude. But
yeah, because you don't even realize like how the black belts that did it by the gi and live and die by the gi, like they grab by your elbows on like the perfect spot, and like I don't know, like you try to pull away, and they just have you when they have you like right here, right by the elbow. They grab that right there. Oh man, I know exactly
so
what you're
much.
talking about. Yeah, I'm like, God damn, dude, let go.
I know, right? Like it feels so constricting, man. Like, dude, just stop, man. Just stop.
But I like it for the sweat, the workout.
Yeah.
That's about it though. I guess some judo throws. Judo throws are cool with the gi, but
Yeah. I mean, they're the same ballpark, so it's like they it's similar. So many similarities in jiu-jitsu and judo. So yeah, once you get a grip, man, it's just hold on for the ride.
for real. Man, I actually my first competition I did do gi. I did no gi and gi, and what I do in no gi, I did my weight, and then I did the absolute. I got first, and then I got second in the absolute. Um, and then in gi, that was the first time I ever got hit with a reverse, and it was just like this big giant, like 6 foot five, 6'5" guy, and I don't even know what happened. Like I was on top, and he had my gi. Yeah, he had my gi, and like next thing I know, like my legs were like, and my knees were sideways, and my body was all turned. I hit my back on the mat. I was like, "Oh shit, that's all right. That was a reverse. I gotta get up." I
This
won.
is
I bet.
serious.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't even feel like he threw me, but he threw me. That's the power of the gi, man. Like if someone's
Man.
got a coat on though, around the street and they try to start something with you, then that'd be awesome. But a lot of times people don't have coats on like that. And
Right.
but I'm all right with gi. It's all right with me. I'm all right with it.
Yeah, we had that like reminds me of my first tournament, dude. I was a lot bigger. I was a purple belt. I think I should post that video. I gotta find it somewhere. But so competing in like ultra heavy, it's like 240. I think it's like 240 and up. And the guy that I was going against was like 260, like six something, strong guy. And I'm like 250 at this. I think I was like 250. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you good?
But yeah, man, we're going. We're working grips, and he goes for like a collar and lapel grip. So I'm trying to do the same, and I'm like, okay, I feel his weight coming this way. I'm gonna pop the arm up, shoot for the back, and try to get my takedown. and I'm like trying to bump his elbow up, and it wasn't moving, dude. It's like I'm pushing a wall. So I'm like, all right. So I was like, okay, well, that's not working. So let me try to do, go the other way. And I'm trying to move him, and I'm like, okay, I'm moving. And we get to the point where he's like kind of like pushing me back, and we gotta like get to like the ref's table. And the ref stops us, like, wait, break. But right before he says that, he goes for a throw.
Oh.
And like you said, bro, I blinked, and I'm like, okay, why am I'm upside down at this point. I was like, oh shit. I felt so light, and I'm like, oh, this is about to be a long day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just like being thrown like that at my size. It's like that's embarrassing. Like I shouldn't be thrown
It's
like
humbling.
this.
It's humbling for sure. It's wild.
I'm like, man, my kids are here, dude. Can't do that.
Why'd you do that, man? My babies are watching me, don't you?
I like my daughter's like right there in the stands watching. She's like, we got that. She's like, you okay, Daddy? I'm like, yeah, I'm Daddy's fine. Daddy's fine.
Matter of fact, no, I'm not.
Right. Once I get in the car, I'm gonna cry a little bit, but I'm all right. I'll be all right.
Yeah. Y'all don't watch me. Yeah, man.
But how often have you competed?
So I've only competed like 3 or 4 times. Wait, no, I think I did 2. Oh yeah, I've done 3 competitions as a white belt and 1 as a blue belt. And so the first white belt tournament, I got first, second, first, and first.
Nice.
I think my second tournament, I only did 1 division. I got first. Yeah, I was doing ultra heavy too, and I would tell people, I would be like, I'm doing ultra heavy. They'd be like, oh, for real? And I'd be like, yeah. It's a 240 and up. The weight limit is 999 plus. They'd be like, God damn. No one ever came in like that, but just to show them, like, yeah, man, I wrestle big guys.
He said 999 plus.
That's what it would say, man. Like if you sign up, it'd say weight limit 999 plus. I was like, God damn, boy. You're for real rolling if you
right. Just to let him get on top, man. Just to let him get on top, you'll be all right.
I don't even know if you could find the neck, man. That'd be wild. And my third tournament, I did all 4 again, and I got first in all of them.
Nice.
And my coach, he rewarded me with my blue belt that day. And then I did a blue belt tournament. I thought I was going to do good. I'd kind of started slacking on my training a little bit, but whenever I'd come in, I was still like hitting good moves and subs on everybody and things like that. So I thought I was all right. But I kind of had a feeling, and I was slacking. I was supposed to be at a certain weight, and I had a cut that morning. So I was in my house. I was in my house just running and doing things, and like I could feel it. I was just, man, I knew I'd been slacking, and I got second in the in like the absolute. I got second, but like how he got it, I knew that wasn't my best. I knew how I'd went about it was lackadaisical, and I didn't feel good about it. I was like, man, that didn't work at all, because I was going to like try to like let him do whatever, and I was going to start from bottom and work my way, and then try to get this up from there. But that didn't happen at all. Like as soon as I let him to work whatever to get his takedown. And he just jumped on my back, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And it was
Yeah, here we
quick.
go.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, this is not what I expected. This is not how it's supposed to go." And then next thing you
Uh,
know, like I got out of the back, and then we're going. He tries to hit an armbar, I get away. Somehow he gets a triangle. I don't even know how he got there. I almost got a triangle, but then I was like just stuck right there, and I was like, "Fuck!" I had a tap, and I was like, "Damn, man." And my semis finals match was kind of sad too, as well, because like I was so out of shape. I about threw up. I did
oh
throw up. I
no.
just threw up in my shirt. Just said fuck it. Just threw up on my hoodie and went back, finished the match. I barely won. I won in overtime. And then my division, my weight division, man, I got second out of two people. So it was just me and another guy, and he got me both times. Like, I was getting him, just man, where my training, where I had been lacking in my training, it was I already knew that's what it was. And like my legs,
Hmm.
I could feel it in my legs, like they weren't like firing how they always fire. And I knew it was from cutting weight. So I do want to get some more competitions in just to redeem myself because I know I'm better than that. Man, my first blue belt tournament, I feel like I just got wiped. I was like, man, even though I won some matches, just those three that sit in my head, I'm like, man, that's pitiful, Keelan. That was booty. You go fit.
You should be
Yeah,
ashamed of yourself.
yeah. And I'm like,
Trust me, man. I get it, dude. I get it. Because the few times I've competed, it was, like you said, it definitely humbles you. It opens your eyes to a lot more. Because I was like, I want to compete, but I'm not in that competition mindset like I need to be. Because I'm not, like you said, I'm not training as much as I need to. I'm not putting it out there as much as I need to. And um I got one coming up in March that I want to do. And I'm like, I got to get, it's already the end of January, so I got 2 months to prepare. And I'm like, yeah, I got to get on the ball, man, because it's gonna be my first tournament at Black, and I want to
oh
go out
shit.
there and just, yeah, I want to go out there and do the best I can, but I want to train as hard as I can to see where I'm actually at, because
Yeah.
yeah, if I was to compete right now, I know I'm getting washed, like straight up, like straight up, like I'm getting washed.
And it's like you ain't been training because like your breath. It's like as soon as you start rolling, you're like, oh damn, I already know I'm
Right.
about to lose my oxygen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Because I know
And be it,
when I competed at brown belt, it was tough. It was tough because that was the first time I did both gi and no gi. So I was here all day, and I was like, all
yeah,
right, man, I'm tired. I'm ready to go now. I'm just ready to get these matches over with. But
yeah,
yeah, man, I enjoyed it. But yeah, I want to go. I want to just go out there and grind, dude.
man, and it requires a lot of energy and focus getting in that competition mindset. Like,
It does. It does, man. It really
especially
does.
if like all your training partners aren't in that mindset, it can kind of. But I guess you just gotta tell everybody like I'm kind of focused today, so like bring your best or whatever is trying to go on. Because in that competition mindset, from wrestling, I bring that from wrestling. My competition mindset, it kind of becomes
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, let's go get this, motherfucker, let's go dominate. It's time to go. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, like just from wrestling that extreme intensity, it kind of starts to, it always comes back whenever I'm like serious in like competition. And
Mm-hmm.
this last blue belt, I didn't really have that. I was like, it's whatever. Sub only, huh? That's what I'm here for. Subs.
He said, "That's it. I'm here. We out
yeah,
here."
yeah, yeah. That's exactly how it felt. But those three tournaments, those three first white belt tournaments, man, I just man, I felt good. Like I knew I wasn't gonna lose. Like that, I just had that. Knew I wasn't gonna lose.
Hmm.
Whereas the blue belt tournament, I thought I wasn't gonna lose. I didn't. I just thought I wasn't. That's the difference.
Yeah, I
So
got it.
you
I got
you a
you.
black you a black belt?
Hmm.
Man, how long you been doing it?
It's been 6.5 years.
That's pretty fast, man. That's pretty good. Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It don't feel like it, man. It feel like us it's it feels like it's been a whole lot longer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But um, yeah, it's like when I got my black belt, man, I was just about getting used to my brown belt. It's like okay, I'm starting to understand what this mean to be a brown belt and everything else. And it's like, yeah, dude, about to get your black belt. So it's like, oh, all right.
Did you just hand it back? Was you like, nah, just here. I don't want it. Nah.
A part of me wanted to, like, no lie, a part of me wanted to be like, I don't know. Like I just got used to this one, man. Like we on first name basis now. We getting used to being around each other.
Shit.
I
Yeah.
got a new belt in my bag now, so
It's Nah, I think I'm gonna just keep this brown one. You keep the black one. You can have that one.
I mean, but it always feels like that, man. It's like you get you get a new belt, you get that new rank, and you get so committed to that set rank. And then you
yeah,
don't even realize it. And it's like, oh, like you get your purple belt. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, this is weird. This is awkward, but all right. Put the purple belt on. Then you get used to finally getting used to that, and then boom, brown is like, whoa, hello, and yeah, it's just like I said, it just felt like it felt like it blinked, and I was like, just I still remember my first day walking in to our school, meeting everybody, being like the lowest on the totem pole, and
yeah.
now I blink and I'm a head instructor at a school. So it's like, man, what happened?
And then when you get your belt, everyone in there is watching you. They're like looking at you, like I'm about to test it. About
Yeah,
to see.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And
I remember that.
but that's the fun part. Like you're talking about like going like cross train and stuff like that. And I haven't been to a lot of schools that I cross trained at, but the ones that I've been at, I haven't been there recently. But as a brown belt, we did like no gi, which I liked because no
Yeah,
one knows your rank at no gi.
yeah,
And because it seems like sometimes when you go to different schools and people find out your rank, you get one or two reactions. Either they're going to be really, really intimidated by you, or they're going to really try to be a test to see if you're that belt color. So it's like
yeah,
I don't want that. I just want to go out there and if I roll with a white belt, I just want to roll and have fun. If I roll with an upper belt, I just still want to roll and have fun. So I haven't been there with gi yet, but I'm planning on it. I'm planning on
yeah,
it.
yeah. Is there a lot of gyms there in Detroit?
Yeah, man. There's actually because while when we were talking, just ironically, I was been looking at other schools to like cross train at, but there's a lot of schools in Detroit that's starting to pop up. We got a couple 10 planets here now. We got a
Oh
couple
shit.
Gracie schools around. A lot of competition schools like MASH MMA.
Mhm.
What else? We got Assembly Jiu Jitsu around here. We got a Voyage, which is a good friend of mine's. Shout out to him, by the way. My boy Lear, he just got his black belt last Saturday. So um, they're the high competition schools. So it's a lot of them around here, man. More than I
Man,
realized, actually.
yeah, yeah. Here in Oklahoma, it's these past 3 years, it's really picked up really fast. Jiu-Jitsu has there's like two or three gyms now in like Glenpool, Oklahoma. There's only I think there's like two here in Sapulpa. There's all of our towns are like really close together. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure how it is in Michigan, um, but all of our towns are really close. So like to Glenpool, it's only like a 15-minute drive. To Tulsa, it's a 15-minute drive. There's a shit ton of schools in Tulsa. There's a lot there. There's like two here in Sapulpa, I think. I'm not sure if the other one is jiu-jitsu because like it says it says karate. It says something also about being a ninja, but it does have it does have jitsu on there, jiu-jitsu, and I was like, oh, okay. I want to test them out, but I'm not sure yet. I just haven't been that way, and I'm just now starting to get back on the roll to. I'm just now starting to get back into the groove of going back to classes. There, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Man,
And
if
that's
I was gonna
what's
say
up?
if I'm ever out that way, so I'll come check out y'all's gym. Shit.
Oh yeah, man. Everyone's always welcome, man. You know, I don't care if you what rank you are. If you want to come roll, man, get some work in, man. Come on.
And tell everybody I'm a white belt. No, I'm playing.
He's a very technical white belt. Like, yeah, he watches a lot. He watches a lot of
A lot
YouTube.
of Gordon Ryan and John Danaher, just them guys. Nah.
Right. Right. Pretty much. Like, yeah, just those two, just Danaher and Gordon Ryan. That's all
Right.
I watch.
Yeah.
That's all
Nah,
I
there's
watch.
some. I do be watching some YouTube videos, man, and I'll save them and I'll go back. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna try this today. But
Yeah. I mean, I mean,
thankfully,
me
I
and
could hit it.
a group of guys. I mean, me and a group of guys, man. We always sharing YouTube videos and breaking them down, and then like, all right, man, we're gonna try this at next class or see how it works out for us. Because there's this sneaky knee bar my training partner sent me from bottom half. Yeah, it's like you going for a Kimura, and I guess when they pull their weight forward, you slide your knee in and kind of like roll over, like roll through. I think I'm explaining that right, but I gotta watch it again. But it was like, all right, I guess we're trying this Saturday. We're trying that
Yeah.
class today. Because
Man,
that's kind of been my thing, man. Like bottom half. It's been kind of like where I've been enjoying playing around with now. So
for a while there, I that's where I like being was bottom half because like you can figure four, you can switch your figure four, you hit a lot of things from bottom half. Uh, I think that's what people don't realize sometimes is like bottom half is I feel like a really good position, and I feel like it's a 50-50 position, maybe fifty
mm-hmm,
60, 40 60 towards 60 towards the top, but you have a big advantage just having the 40%. If you really work on your bottom half game, man, the bottom half, it's a good spot to be in, I feel like, or pretty dangerous to be in for both sides.
yeah, yeah, and I find myself there a lot unintentionally. I found myself there a lot, but I was like, well, since I'm going to be here, might as well learn how to use it. So.
Yeah, yeah. And that's where where I was talking about breaking the mentality of being on my back. I think
Mhm.
so like my first month I did start doing like little things to break that habit. I would just go straight to my back. I would just go ahead and pull guard and go to my back and just be like, all right,
Mhm.
just get comfortable here. We're just gonna get comfortable. We'll be all right.
So we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get used to it back. We're not bridging today. We're chilling.
Like we chilling. Hey, you gotta play in your best. You gotta play in your bad positions, man. So you get used to it and whatnot, and it just makes you better, man. Just makes you so much better.
Yeah, I've noticed that I kind of from being from wrestling and then going into jiu-jitsu, there's a lot of things I looked at that I did as a high school athlete that I can do now and apply to it now with the lessons I've learned. Um, I guess just to like be better, not do the same mistakes I had made at that time. Maybe I can do this instead of that, and like I've really understood takedowns a lot more now that I've started doing jujitsu. Like the ankle pick, I've never really been able to hit an ankle pick when I was in high school or all these other um, technical moves. But now it's like I really understand the movement of it. I really understand the technique of it, where you're supposed to put your hands, where you're supposed to move your feet, where you're supposed to shift your whole body, and how
Mm-hmm.
using your feet and legs a lot more than I'm using my hands. I'm starting to realize more it's not all about like upper brute strength all the time. It's good to have,
Yeah.
but that's not what it's all about. It's all about if you can use your whole body as one and keep it together and knowing how to move your bottom part and your top part separately. That always just little things like that, like the technical parts of it, like being able to like shift your hips while maybe keeping your torso straight and faced with them. Because if you can twist your hips, well, now you can slip under and you can, pass by. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting diving into it now that I'm thinking about it. But man, things like that, like what's something I really wasn't able to do in wrestling that I'm really able to pull off now in jiu-jitsu is like throws and arm spins. And I
Mm.
actually how I picked it up was from watching my son. He was only like he's like 1.5, and he was already like practicing arm spins like naturally. And I would like watch him. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, that's how you do it. Okay." And man, I swear, just from watching him, and then I started hitting it in practice. I was like, "Yeah, there we go. Okay, I get it now." So, and with grappling, you can learn from anybody, even if they're.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah. I've
I just
learned. Like I saw like my daughter. I don't even remember her. I don't even remember teaching her this, or I don't remember who taught her this. But my daughter, she's 8 now. She has the meanest drop serenagi I've ever seen. And the way she sets it up was like we were playing around one day after I think it was either before or after class. Me and my wife was rolling, and after we got done, she said, Daddy, I want to roll. So I was like, okay, fine. She does kids class, so we were playing around, and she like grabbed my arm, and I'm just like, okay, let me see what she's gonna do.
yeah.
And she shoop and went. I was like, oh, hold on, wait a minute.
How'd you do that?
I was like, do that again. But yeah, dude, I like how she sets it up, and I go back and watch the video every now and then. Like, all right. But she like when she did it, she didn't realize she did it. But
Yeah,
like now, it's like okay, now I gotta like reteach her how to do it. But yeah, it kind of caught me off
yeah.
guard. I was like,
The,
okay,
how she's
all right.
doing it, why she's doing it. Man, that's cool. That's
Mhm.
awesome. That's
Yeah,
also the other thing about jujitsu is like, man, the family. You can bring your family in. Like I know it's not as in like as intense as a wrestling practice. There's sometimes I wish it was, but sometimes like it's cool to just come in and just not necessarily bullshit, but like like getting better while bullshitting at the same time.
yeah,
Just kind of
yeah.
rolling, working on stuff, and you get to bring your family in. That's cool. Like my wife, she wanted to do it just because I wanted to do it, and now we both can be able to teach our kids. And I love that it's a family sport, family oriented. Like you and your whole family can be a bunch of lethal killers and nobody even know it. Not,
No one would ever
eh,
know.
no. And that's not saying anything. Like it's okay to be lethal. I feel like you have to be so you can know what it feels like to be a good person. I think. Not even sure
Yeah,
if
man. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and just man, the world's so crazy. I'd feel so much better, like just knowing my. I imagine you feel really great. Your daughter going to school, knowing she can hit that, and if anything was to ever go down, and then just know
Yeah,
like they're not going to take it too far. Like they know they could hurt this person, and they're like, "All right, I've subdued them. They were jacking with me. I told y'all they were jacking with me. I didn't do nothing about it, so I handled it." And like, if you know that your kid can defend themselves, and they know techniques, and you know they're probably telling the truth. Like, I know you weren't just fucking with his kids, and I know this kid's
right.
probably fucking with you because if they're not even like that in the practice room, they're not even like that in in public. Like if they're not jacking
Yeah.
with people all the time, and yeah, so
Yeah, my daughter's she's a very passive person. She got that from my wife. But like I tell my daughter, like she came, like she was, I think she told my mom first that somebody was messing with her at school. And I was like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, blah 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 was, mess with me. And and she started starting to water up and cry. I was like, what you crying for? She's like, because I just want her to be my friend. And I was like, look, that's cool and all, but you have to understand not everybody's going to be your friend. And just because you want them to be your friend, don't mean you have to accept them, bullying you like that. So I told her straight up, I was like, did you tell your teacher? And she's like, yep. What did your teacher say? She's like, she told her to stop, but she kept going. I said, okay, we have a 2-strike rule. Okay. I was like, and I was like, we have a 3-strike rule. You told her to stop. She didn't. You told the teacher to tell her to stop, and she didn't. The third time you told me, I know about it. If she does not stop at this point, you have the right to punch her in the throat. And she just looked at me like, I'm like, no, I am being dead serious. And she's like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble. I said, no, you're not going to get in trouble.
yeah, yeah,
I'm like, you're not going to get in trouble at home because we had this conversation. And when
yeah,
we go to, it'd be different if you went out there and you bullied her and you hit her for no reason. Then you'll get in trouble. But we had the conversations leading up to this because I can go to school like I was told, you was told, the girl was told to leave her alone. Y'all did not listen, so she protected herself. It's not my fault the girl got through a table. It's not my fault.
yeah, yeah.
I'm a play the mean parent in school. Like, I can't believe you did this. We going out for ice cream after this,
Yeah, for real.
It's like, I can't believe you did this.
You, you come up looking mad, like shit. That was good. Let's
That's
go. Come
good.
on, hurry. Let's go. Let's leave.
She slammed her on the floor. Like, did she close the distance? How was her form? Like, she didn't give her back? Did she? So that's the real question. It's like, how was her form? Did she close the distance good? Did she keep her hands tight? All right, that's good. That's good.
They'd have to be lucky that we don't come in like, "Where's the bitch that was fucking with my daughter?" No, I'm just I'll beat her ass. Where's she at?
Just kick the door. Where's that little shit that was fucking with my daughter?
Yeah. I know y'all got her. Let me
I know,
see.
right? Don't hide her. She can't ever. I see her outside.
Man, that's if that bully did jujitsu, man. That person's life would be a lot better. That kid would probably be an awful lot better.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah. We
why
didn't have any
it's all right
more. We
for
didn't
her.
have any more issues after that, though.
Oh yeah, that's
We didn't
home.
have any more issues
Yeah.
after that. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
all is
man.
well. Crisis averted.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be all good. It'll work out.
Yeah.
I was trying whenever you told me that your daughter had said, I just wanted to be my friend. I kind of popped in a joke where you was probably like, man, fuck that bitch. First off, no,
I can't say what I want to say, but
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind of in the wheelhouse of what I wanted to say. Like, man, that little, like, You don't need no
I
friends out
got a
here. No,
daughter
no new
too, man.
friends.
I got a daughter too, man. That's crazy having a daughter. I guess
Man,
as a man and as a father, just looking at your daughter, just knowing that she's very beautiful. You know she's gonna be a beautiful soul. It's like, man, please just don't grow up, please.
man, just don't. I say that every day, man. I'm like, just stop growing up. Because
uh,
we went on a field trip a couple like last week. No, it was a couple weeks ago, and one of her friends was like, guess what? I was like, what? And she's like, I can't remember the kid's name. She's like, he got a big crush on your daughter. He's ready to fight. I'm like, what?
no, he
I was
don't.
like, point him out.
No, he don't. Point him out.
Point him out. Where he at?
Yeah.
Where is he?
We about
Where's
to
the
talk.
Joker? Then we got to have a long conversation. But nah, he's a good kid. But she hates that I
Yeah,
know that though. And she's like, who told you? I was like, look, don't worry about it.
yeah.
Got connects around here. Don't worry about it.
My dad was like that. I'd be like, man, how'd you? He's like, I got ears everywhere, boy. Don't you know?
Everywhere.
I'm like, oh man. But now that I'm a father, it's kind of true. You do got some ears everywhere. You
Oh
don't even
yeah.
realize it. Uh, yeah, I got two. I have two kids. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Okay.
Um, I've been starting to take my kid to the gym with me these past 4 or 5 weeks. Just kind of trying to get him to show that there is a space where we can kind of wild out a little bit, be a little
Yeah.
crazy, let that out. Want to throw some people
Yeah.
around? You can do that here. And I have them in that immersion school I was talking about. They are in
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, so I'm Native American. Um, I mean, I guess judging by my last name, no, just
Yeah,
kidding.
I
But
picked up on that.
uh, my Indian card's expired though, so I'm not even sure how that works. But
Mm,
uh, but no, I teach what is called Uchi,
okay.
but we call ourselves Zoyaha. So that's our identity for ourselves. That's what we've always called ourselves. The government and the Creek Nation, they've called us Uchi, and that's the language I teach. And so like from the moment we get there, it's like straight away Uchi. That's all we're talking. Whenever we get there, we try to refrain the English, try to keep the English out. So it's kind of like in a sense, it's almost like a reverse boarding school, like what they did to Native American people by forcing them into the schools. We're just kind of trying to take it back for ourselves, where we're teaching our own and being ourselves, being our own, and teaching our own language, teaching in our language. And
Mm,
a lot of the kids are really picking it up. My kids, they're pretty much first language speakers. Like their first language was Yuchi. Their first words they said were Yuchi, and that's what I do. Besides jujitsu, and then I do comedy too, as I said. Uh, uh, I really enjoy both of them. Well, I guess I kind of do a lot. I also play what we call a stickball. It's a traditional Native American game that's been played for like eons. And um, they used to play it whenever a conflict would arise. When a conflict arose, and instead of going to war, they would play this game. They called it Little Brother of War, stickball. They would play this game, and like whoever won the game got like like the hunting grounds or whatever the dispute was settled, and that side won. Uh, we play that a lot too as well. We try to stay active and try to, uh, I guess, be able to defend ourselves as well as staying active and healthy and just
Mm-hmm.
trying to better overall better ourselves and trying to get back to like a community. What the government tries to keep us from is a community. We're trying to get away from a bunch of self individualism and a bunch of like private ownership. We're trying to get away from that. We're trying to go back to kind of how we used to live in a sense, just be more communicative and try to be there for our people and be able to take care of our own and be able to take care of ourselves as well, just in case. Well, not just in case, because like it's going to crash soon. It already has, but no, just
Mm-hmm.
kind of rolling it on the rims right now. So that's what we're just doing is trying to just live, just live instead of, I guess, chase the
The American dream.
the yeah, the dream, yeah, that's apparently posed up. We try to just, I guess that's why we kind of do a lot, just kind of
Mm-hmm.
do a bunch of different activities within. But yeah, man, that's really that's about what I kind of do in my life.
So that's you in a nutshell, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just me in a nutshell.
Gotcha. I got you, brother. All right, man. All right, Keelan. So we got a question. We asked everybody to come on the show, man. Your top three people, past or present. Who would you love to get a chance to roll with?
To roll with, top past or
Yeah,
present,
past or present.
top three. I would say Gordon Ryan, and I'm gonna say what's his name? Gracie, not Hoist. The
I was gonna say
Hickson.
you said Gracie. I'm
Hickson.
like, which one?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah,
million
yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah. Hickson. I like to roll with Hickson, Gracie, Gordon Ryan. And if my grandpa, he was they said he was our first medicine man that came over on the trail. If they could just teach him jiu-jitsu, I'd like to roll with him too.
Nice,
Yeah, I think that'd be
nice,
cool.
man.
So,
Yeah,
so I could
that's
whoop his
pretty
ass.
cool.
No, I'm playing.
Oh, good, man. All right, man. Unless you got any other questions for me, man. If you got anything coming up, you want to let the people know, man. By all means, do. The floor is all yours.
um, I have a show Tuesday at Circle Cinema in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I know a lot of I don't know how it works out for everybody, but I've actually just posted a video for a Native World Comedy Championship. That'll be on Facebook. And I was just going to ask, what's your gym called?
Um, it's called Agogi Jiu-Jitsu.
Agogi. Agogi Jiu
Yep.
Jitsu. Okay. If I ever make it out that way, man, I'll come check it out for sure.
Oh, definitely, man. You're always welcome, man. Always welcome. So I would love to have you, man.
Man, hell yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I just want to say thank you for having me on here and the opportunity to talk on your platform, man. I
Oh man, I
appreciate you.
appreciate it, dude. I appreciate you answering the call, man, because I love doing this. Love talking to people about jujitsu. I talk to any and everybody. So I the pleasure is all mine, brother.
Man, hell yeah. Keep it going. Keep
Oh
shining,
yeah, I
man.
got
Oh yeah. Well,
to. All right, well, that's
man.
it for today's episode. I would like to thank Keelan one more time for coming on the show and blessing us with his jujitsu knowledge. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please go and follow our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube page to stay up to date on all future episodes. This has been Talk Your Jits podcast. Keep rolling, keep grinding, and remember, long live jujitsu. Have a great day.